And I think that covers about everything. I got myself a sweet new sword that ups mixed art power, some new armor that increases elemental resistance, and Grandpa even got some new robes that increase MP regen. I think we're really ready to go. What do you say?
I don't know about this. I'm gonna go see the local psychic first.
Wait, Grandpa? I thought you didn't put any stock in the superstitious. What gives?
I thought you knew me better than that, boy. I go and get a reading every month.
Are you sure we need to do that? Can't we just go? I don't really want to waste any time in case the fates decide to off me right now.
Wow, when you actually care about the situation, you're really quite smart. Why aren't you like this more often?
Not now, fairy! Whatever, Grandpa. Let's go and get your reading, and then we're going back to Vincent immediately, okay?
I knew you'd see it my way, boy. Let's go!
I don't know. Everything about this place gives me an uneasy vibe.
That's what all the non-believers say. Leave this to me, boy. Hello? Anyone here?
Ah, we have visitors, I see. My name is Malcolm. Welcome to my humble abode, dear travelers. If you are ready, please come to the back. There are cushioned chairs where you may rest your weary bones.
Well, that's quicker than I usually have to wait. Come on!
I hope you know what you're getting us into. Hey, Fairy, let me know if you feel anything weird from your end, okay?
Like, sure, I can do that.
Now that you are comfortable, which of you would like to start?
Me first! Me first!
Keep it down, Grandpa. Remember your blood pressure.
Stop being such a spoil sport. In fact, why don't you go ahead of me so we can figure out why you're being such an asshole right now?
Grandpa! Very well then. Step forward, young man, if you please. Fine, whatever. Hey, before we get started, could you tell me a little bit about what I'm getting into first? I've never had a reading done before. I don't need otherworldly guidance to tell me that much. Anyway, allow me to answer your question. What I and a lot of other psychics on the continent do is read your mana. What this means is that we check your body to make sure the flow of mana is even throughout. If we see any abnormalities, we'll let you know, and if we can fix them in-house, we'll do so. One of the most widely reported mana abnormalities is a blockage. It basically functions the same as when you get a blood clot. Thankfully, it's not nearly as deadly. That would be a mana hemorrhage. Mana hemorrhage? A mana hemorrhage happens when mana starts leaking out from its usual flow channels. This can be very deadly if untreated. Usually, a psychic alone can solve a blockage, but a hemorrhage requires the assistance of a witch doctor. That's nice and all, but you still haven't told me why equal mana flow is important for my body. That's what I'd like to talk about next. If your mana flow is even, you should be able to manipulate it freely. That means you should be able to cast magic with no problems. Because mana blockages are non-fatal, anyone can live their life without ever knowing that they could use magic. Wow, that's actually really cool. Anyway, could we get started? I want to see this in action. I am glad to see you opening up to this experience more. Let's not waste any time, shall we? Now, hold out your hand, palm facing up. Does it matter which hand? Your dominant hand is preferred, but I can take a reading from any hand. Okay, here's my right hand. Thank you. Now close your eyes and empty your mind. Most people conduct mana through their hands, so for the purposes of what I'm doing today, I'm using your hand to see into your mana channels. Oh, I see. Is this what they call a palm reading in the outside world? How astute of you. Very well observed. For the remainder of the reading, please be quiet. I need my ears to be clear so that I can detect any abnormalities. Interesting. is this? Oh my.
Your reactions were, kinda making me nervous. Do I have a hemorrhage?
No, not exactly. Allow me to explain what I saw. Your mana flows normally, as if you have no blockages. However, as I traveled through your channels, I noticed multiple blockages. However, I never saw them for more than a moment, because as soon as I did see them, I was redirected around them. At least, that's the working theory I have.
So, my mana is bypassing blockages on its own? What does that mean?
First, let's start with the blockages. I noticed multiple blockages in a lot of main channels that natural-born wizards have open at birth. This means that through no reason explainable by magic or science, your bloodline was simply not meant to use magic. However, seeing how your mana learned how to redirect itself around the blockages without clearing them, I'm led to believe that some outside force made you able to use magic. Is this true?
Yeah, actually. Back in Template Town C, I met a demigod who told me I could get a blessing from a fairy in a cave. That fairy blessed me, and all of a sudden I was able to use magic.
Ah, very interesting. I see you have a mysterious sprite floating about you. Is that your line of communication?
It's only one way, though. Nobody can hear the fairy talking to me, and only I can respond back to the fairy.
Then, if you don't mind, may I refer you to a witch doctor friend of mine? I would like to conduct additional analysis of your mana channels. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. I need to know more in case this makes you more susceptible to hemorrhaging.
Wait, so... are you gonna conduct experiments on me? Are you gonna put anything up my butt?
You don't have to worry about that. None of the tests involve any interaction with your physical body. Witch doctors have advanced machinery that allow them to view the mana channels in more detail than a psychic such as myself can. What I'm hoping to find out from this is whether your mana's tendency to divert itself around blockages makes it more or less susceptible to hemorrhaging.
If this is for my safety, then I agree to the testing.
You do? People don't normally submit themselves to science this easily, especially magical science.
I mean, judging from the way this reading has been going, this seems like my ticket to a new ability. How could I say no to that?
While I don't quite understand your reasoning entirely, I'm nonetheless happy to have your consent. My witch doctor friend, Dr. Albert Oppenheimer, lives a couple houses down from me. Trust me, you'll know his door when you see it. Just knock and tell him Malcolm sent you. Good day, my friends.
Hey, wait a minute! What about my reading?
My sincerest apologies. Your friends took a bit longer than I anticipated, so I lost track of time. Let's get started now, shall we?